So who are we? We are Design Digital. So our motto is make potential possible, where we see ourselves more as a partner, not really an agency. We're open book with all our results. We say, hey, this is where we are at the start of the month. This is what we did during the month. This is how we ended up at the end of the month. And it's pretty easy to see if we're doing our job or not, and to have that awesome discussion or that hard discussion. We're one of the 4% of agencies that, we're a Google partner, we've got a Meta partner coming on board, and we're part of the Australian web industry. So we're certified in all those. This is all the stuff we do. It's a lot, but really all it is, hey, we do website design and development, and we do digital marketing. And all that good stuff falls under that, the paid advertising campaigns, the organic SEO, the SEO optimized content, social media management. All right, the lesson for today here starts. So we've talked about local SEO. So I did a webinar about a month ago, and we talked about local SEO and how you can improve that and what to do for yourself. Today is a bit harder. It's the organic SEO, and what does that mean? And then in the future, I'll get even more tech nerdy, and we'll talk about technical SEO on your website. So you reap what you SEO. This is 100% true. I love that statement. District32 asked me to give some outcomes. So I think we're going to learn all about keywords and keyword research mastery. On-page optimization. So, hey, if you've got a WordPress website or something, what can you do? Do you want to get in the back end and muck around with it? You can sort of tweak stuff if you're happy to. And link building. Link building is kind of technical, but we'll get into a little bit so you can understand what that's about. And hey, give it a go. Skill level. So I've designated today as kind of a median, but at least you're going to get an understanding. There'll be some easy stuff, there'll be some hard stuff, but I think it's a great intro to the topic. And at least, you can talk to digital marketers about this, or you can, start the journey yourself. So we've all seen sort of the Gartner quadrants. This is what works best with digital marketing. And at the top, you've got your SEO at the very top, the very best thing you can do. Then we've got kind of page searching. You've obviously got your website for branding and social media ads there as well. But SEO is number one. I'm a great believer. It should form part of a whole 360-degree strategy, which means, you should be doing a little bit of everything. You can't just be doing one thing. In my opinion, you should be doing a little bit of everything. Organic SEO. I think it's the best thing you can do for your business, but as a digital marketing company, it honestly is the toughest sell for me. It's the toughest sell because it's the most work-intensive stuff that we do. It's tough, and it's the slowest of all progress. So it's about, hey, getting you to the first page of Google. And how long is that going to take? Is your industry really competitive? Like Christian, air conditioning, we've got a few air conditioning clients. It's a flooded market. Real estate, John, my God, is that a flooded market? People are spending, $10,000 a week on SEO. So it's slow progress. You need your guy to be better than the rest. And once you're on the first page of Google, that's the gold. It's free money. It is, downturn. Don't want to do paid advertising. It's going to carry you through. So paid advertising is the best thing you can do for your business. But again, it's the longest to recognize it. So what's organic SEO? Organic SEO, all customers, all of your leads, your customers, 9 times out of 10, they start their journey on Google and they type in real estate agent near me, digital marketer near me, business networking near me. That's the kind of searches, there's many, many, many variations. And you want to be the first person, the first business that pops up. Because when you're the first business that pops up, there's actually a graph, which I should have put in here. You have, if you're in the top 2, you've got a 50% chance of being engaged. As you go down the page, basically that level of engagement, that level of, being an actual lead drops off significantly. So we all want to be on that first page of Google. How do we get there? Keyword research. So I think in the following slides, what we'll do is we'll take you through what would your customer type into Google to find you. Do we all know what that would be? Hold that thought, because I'm going to come back and ask you. We're going to go around and I'm going to ask you some of those questions. When we're doing keyword research and keyword planning, it's about what keywords are good for our market. So I took the whole District32 example here and I typed in business networking Perth. I want it to be specific. I want it to be a long tail keyword. So if I did business networking, am I talking about the whole world? Am I talking about Australia? Or am I talking about the region that I'm interested in? So if we've got a Perth-based business, you really want to put that Perth in there because the results are going to be specific to you and it's not going to cost you money as well. So Answer the Public. Has anybody seen this one here or used Answer the Public?
Yeah.
So let's type in digital marketing Perth. Obviously, we're in Australia. It gives you some information. Oh, I've used too many today, so it's not going to like me. Righto. So here's one I planned earlier. It gives you this circle, the how, why, when, what, and what else are people searching for. So it's really constructive and you can generate sort of your top 10 keywords. Another one is keywordtool.io. It wants you to sign up for a paid account, but it will give you similar keywords that people are searching for. So I typed in business networking Perth and it's put in, okay, people are also searching for small business networking Perth, business networking groups Perth. So you can start to build up that list again. Alternatively, I did it on Google Bard. So here is Google's ChatGPT. And this is essentially what it is. So I said, hey, give me the best keywords for business networking Perth, Western Australia. You think Google would know. So that's a really good, interesting output. And then I've said to it, add in my search volumes and competition.
Huh.
So how many people are searching for that particular keyword? Is it a popular keyword? And what's the competition? So if I was trying to go after that keyword, how hard would it be for me? Everybody following along? Any questions so far?
That's super interesting because you used to have to use the Google Keyword Planner in the ads platform to get this info.
So I went across that today and I thought it's going to be a lot of new people here today, a lot of people just starting their entry into it. And the Google Keyword Planner is you need to have, an ad account and it can become a little bit tricky. This just makes it so simple, so easy for you. Type in, get a response, happy days. And we're all about making it easy on this journey for you.
Yeah, the interesting thing, because the only thing is you can't fact check the AI stuff, right? And sometimes it's not right, but I've been in embarrassing situations where I've quoted things from AI and it hasn't been correct. But you'd think, this being Google's own AI platform, the information should be accurate.
And that's why I went here. Pretty good.
You trust it?
I do for keywords. You've got to pick your battles, I think, with these AI engines. And for this one, and it'll give you a good idea, and it might give you ideas that you hadn't thought of, which is what I love about keywords. That's it there. What's a digital marketing company going to do for you? Here's one that we've just done today for a local jewelry shop. Ladies, if you need any jewelries, or gentlemen, this is, I won't say the name just in case, but this is what we do. We will do the keywords and we base it on the content that they have in their website. So we'll go to their website and we'll say, based on the content that you have on your website, here's what we believe will rank. And here's his top. The searches per month. So jewelry stores Perth, there's 3,600 searches, per month. So that's a high volume keyword. It's a high competition keyword as well. Jewelry repairs, that's a low competition. So let me put to the crowd, should you go after all the highest monthly search keywords? What do you think?
No.
Anybody else? John, that was you. Kate?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say no.
Mark?
Yes and no. Depends, on the core or focus of what you want that search to get for you, I suppose.
Yeah. Look, the answer, or what I believe, is you need a mix. You absolutely need a mix. You need to do your low volume keywords or low competition keywords. You want to get that keyword and you're building authority with Google. So once you grab that keyword and you're on the first page, you're on your way. So as part of the strategy with your digital marketing, pick a mixture. Pick the low hanging fruit and then go for the stars as well. So what we usually do with our customers is say, hey, pick a tranche of 10 keywords as the first tranche. And then we'll go for those keywords and we'll rank them to the first page as best we can. Once we get the bulk of them onto the first page, let's go for the second tranche keywords. And that's how you build authority with Google. That's us. All right, grab your pen and paper. Based on your business, I'm going to pick 5 people. What keyword or what would somebody type into Google to find your business if you're on the first page? So Anne, let's start with you because you're in the top left-hand corner of my screen.
Mystery customer.
Mystery customer? Yeah, I would dare say secret shopper Perth.
Yep. Secret shopper, mystery
I think
shopper
would be your number 1. Yeah, 1 and 2 there. Dave Edwood.
Sales training Perth, sales consulting Perth, or sales coaching Perth.
Beautiful. So we would see that through your pages and your website. Michelle?
So mine would be financial planner, financial advisor, Gold Coast, female financial advisor.
Yep. I was just about to choose Jayesh, but you've just gone off. So Deborah. Oh, Jayesh, no, come back. And then Deborah, you're next. Sorry. And then we'll move on. What word are you going to choose?
Mine would be Coffee Roasters Perth.
Lovely. Coffee Roasters?
Coffee Roasters Perth or Barista Academy Perth.
Beautiful. Perfect. Deb?
Saving money, maybe?
Saving money?
Saving money or network marketing, maybe.
Okay.
How to reduce my bills.
Yeah, reduce
Yeah.
hassle, something like that.
Reduce bills. Save money on bills. Because you want a bit of a hook in there as well to grab that customer, you know, in your lead generation and bring them to you. So Kate is brilliant at that. Okay. So check out, discover, do your research, get your top 10, discover the valuable keywords and phrases. You know, check out the volumes and the competition. Don't just go for the best, do a mixture because, you know, it's going to be a long haul. You know, to organic SEO, if any digital marketer tells you it's going to be less than 3 months, they're lying, unless you're in a very low competition market. And craft the whole 360-degree strategy. So what do I mean? Organic SEO. You know, you don't have to do paid advertising, but that's another content, which we'll just talk about soon. Social media marketing as well. All of those form all the best pillars of a great digital marketing strategy, which businesses should be doing. Okay, how do I rank? Here's all the secrets without paying a digital marketer. Google releases, you know, what's going to make the needle move or what's going to tick you to the top of Google. You know, they say there's, you know, like about 5,000 metrics. I'm pulling that number out of my butt, but that's what they say, of which we know sub 100. So we know sub 100 what moves the needle. And there's so much to it. Content is probably the biggest thing that moves the needle, that moves you up. Optimize your content. And we'll go into that a bit further soon. Optimize your website. And backlinking. So, unfortunately, we used to do informative blogs. And with the advent of ChatGPT, not so much anymore. Unfortunately, what's happened is everybody's just pushing out content like you would not believe. And it used to be the more articles you wrote, the more content your website had, the older your website was, that domain authority, it would rank to the first page. In the past 18 months, Google's starting to de-rank websites that has useless content. In fact, they call it the helpful content update. So if your website has helpful content, what people are searching for, your content, your website will rank. So ChatGPT has its places, I tell people, but never put copy and paste, always rewrite it. ChatGPT is great for an idea, some paragraphs, but it's not great for a whole strategy. It's actually pretty terrible. Rewrite it. Google's magic number for content is above 600 words. So if you're not doing 600 words in your blogs, you're doing yourself a disservice. And again, helpful content. So I'm going to show you some content that firstaidsert.com.au. I've got a customer who knows I'm using this, and he does CPR, first aid, does it best. If you're looking for a first aid course in Perth, he's the cheapest and the best. First aid course, firstaidsert.com.au is his website. He loves to do his own content. He sent me this, bee stings and bites. It's pretty helpful. I think it's pretty good. And I said, Lucas, it's okay, but you're not just writing for people now, you're also writing for search engines. So you need a bit of repetition in there. You need to be Perth specific. And I rewrote it for him. And this is what we rewrote. So all this structure, these are heading 1s, heading 2s. You'll learn when you do content, all that stuff. But hey, check this out. So if I just minimize that content and I say, let's talk about Perth. it's pretty specific. It's a bit of repetition there. First aid is a major keyword. And are you seeing that?
Nothing's happening.
Are you seeing that, everyone?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So you can see in that article, we're kind of repeating that, and it's kind of got a structure to it. We're talking about things. Here's a bit of a table. Google loves facts at the moment. So if you can do a frequently asked question, away you go. So that's the difference in what I would say is good content. Like, it's great content to start with, but we just tweak it for search engines. And you guys can do that yourself when you're writing your blogs. You can be Hagrid or you can be this guy below. All right.
Anthony,
Yes.
quick question. With regards to ChatGPT, do you think Google has penalized ChatGPT over their Bard version?
I am happy you asked this question. So Google has come out publicly and said, we do not penalize AI content. Although as digital marketers, we've got graphs going on, we've got 80 graphs going on at any one time in our organization, the analytics. And the websites that we're using AI very heavily had a big downturn. Now, Google will tell you it's because that content wasn't helpful or helpful enough. It was just spam content. So Google gave all those websites a penalty. What does the penalty do? Pushes you back down the ranking. So I can have you ranking at #1, and then a Google algorithm update will come through, and all of a sudden we're back to square one. And it's just the digital marketers, that's why we have all our grey hair. So the short answer is it shouldn't. The greater answer is a bit deeper, is, hey, what's the content actually saying? Does it prefer Google content? Maybe that's one of the 5,000 metrics. Maybe there's 0.5% there. But is ChatGPT 4 Preview 11 better content than Bard? Yeah, it is. 100%. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay? I'm cognizant of the time, so I'll move along pretty quickly. This is a tech alert. What can you do? So here's all the stuff that we talk about doing. We talk about, hey, making sure the keyword. So we're writing a blog. I'm writing a blog about business networking. So it would be District32/business networking. Optimize that in the page title. Use all those keywords in the body, like I just showed you. Add a meta description, all this good stuff. Google loves internal linking. So especially internal and external link, what that means is that when I'm writing an article, hey, I'm going to talk about first aid, and then I'll link to my first aid CPR page. I'm going to talk about bites in my blog, and then I'm going to link to my first aid bite course in my website. So there's a path, it's just a big flow chart through your website. And if Google can follow that flow chart through your website, amazing, and you'll get pushed up the ranks. So don't underestimate internal, external. Now, I thought that I actually give you a bit of practical information here. So I spun up a website called Social Media Marketing near me. Hope you appreciate it. And I popped in Yoast. So, and here is my homepage for social marketing near me. And so you can see it. Yoast says, hey, on this webpage, what's a good SEO title? Well, person #1 digital marketing agency, social marketing near me. What's a good meta description? So the slug is home, but really it should be home page for social media marketing. On the homepage, there's not much you can do. On the sub pages, this will be business networking because it's actually the name of the page. Meta description, what we talked about before, and I know I'm not going into a lot of description. It's about what the page is about. So Google comes through, and Google, when it goes through your website, it looks for these helpful tips and hints. So the greater you can make your web page attractive to Google, the more it's going to push it up, because it's going to make Google categorize this page a lot better. And Google loves that. So if you're doing Google's work for it, Google will give you a bonus. It will push you up the ranking. If you don't do anything, down the bottom you'll stay. And that's all I've done. Related key phrases. Digital marketing agency. What is digital marketing? And on the right-hand side, you know, it gives me all the why, you know, this is good, this is bad, you can fix it. Internal linking, it also gives us suggestions. I don't have any pages, but it'll give us pages to link to. Is it cornerstone content? Should search engines be allowed to index this page? So yes, or maybe it's a membership page where you don't want search engines to index. All this stuff I'm breezing over because, hey, what you can do is you can come to ChatGPT and you can say, hey, give me everything I need to put into Yoast, separated by each field for my homepage, digital marketing. And being a good little beast, it's pushed out everything that I need to know. You're, of course, going to come through, check this, make it your own, not just copy and paste. But hey, if you have no idea, it told me what to do, but then I'm going, hey, no, you can't get off that easy. Write it all for me. And it wrote it all for me. How cool is that?
That's
So,
amazing.
hey, I might not be able to pay a digital marketer this month. So how can I get started? Boom. There is a
That's
bar
very
page
cool.
here.
And also a little bit scary.
It is. So I tried the same thing in Bard, exactly the same thing, and it gave me a slightly different answer. Here is everything. So I asked it, I copied and pasted the question. Give me everything I need to put in a Yoast, separated by each field for the home page for home digital marketing. And it was a bit more intelligent, but away you go. Is it the best? No, but is it going to give you guys a leg up with without paying a digital marketer? I'm putting myself out of a job. There you go. So that's why. So it's a techie talk, but if you don't understand, it's now a great way to move past that. And that's the Yoast example. All right, we've hit 32 minutes. So we started a couple of minutes late, so I'm just going to take a bit of liberty. What else can we do? So what are some of the digital marketers tools that you guys can use on your own website? A, to make sure it's cool, and B, to kind of hold your digital marketer to account as well. I think the best tool is SEMrush. They have a free login. So if you want to put in your login and use your details, it costs a fortune. So we pay for a full license for this, and it's an absolute fortune. So what I've done is I've created a separate login, and I've chucked in a couple of my customers, and I've chucked in District32 for an example to see what can you actually do and to make it really relative to this webinar. So, hey, climate frame double glazing. All right, we're doing a good job there. Tick. So here are my competitors. Smoky Q. If you ever want the best rubs for barbecue, this guy is amazing. And I thought District32 is going to be my example because I thought we'd have young Dean in today. He was here for the first one, so damn it. So Dean, when you're watching this back later, this one's for you. So, you know, we can see District32 is gone down, but I think they've recently changed things, and hey, there's a bit of a bump there in the last month. So they're probably on the right path, and you probably want to see how that trajectory is. But overall in the past year, it's been tracking badly. So there's all my competitors. Here's their domain
That's
authority.
Rosemary left.
Hey, I can't enter into it. So the domain authority is a kind of made up score by all these different tools to what Google rates your domain. Domain authority is made up of such things, but it's really how much authority in the end does your website have. The more authority, the higher it ranks. You know, the best websites, I was telling John the other day, that Google promotes without even trying is what you do and where you are. So like real estate Perth, I don't know, finance Gold Coast. Those are the best ones because Google will take what you do and where you are and it'll give you a massive organic boost. But hey, Anthony marketing, it's not really descriptive. Or hey, reach for the stars, doesn't tell me what that business does. So Google's going to find it tough to market. So when you've got your businesses or your side businesses and you're planning for that, just have a think about that as well. Let's jump into District32 and what we can do. A free account's main goal is to make you pay. So it wants you to pay, but you can do all this stuff. So I can come through and I can see, hey, here's my site audit. So why do I have 20 errors on my website? This stuff is simple to fix. Your website can easily be at 100, easily. 7 web pages at slow speed. So I would check a caching plugin, 6 incorrect pages. So what's in their sitemap isn't correct with their website. Duplicate tags, duplicate content, duplicate meta titles, a 404. So that's when you click onto a page and the page doesn't exist anymore. So you click on a page to look at business networking, the CBD circle, and the CBD circle isn't there anymore. That's actually a Google penalty. So Google will demote your website if it sees a 404 there. Jayesh, I see you come back. There you go. Yep. Coffee Roasters Perth is available. So I'm now adding that to my cart and I'm going to buy it. Just jokes. That one's for you. All right. So back to our project here. So this is all free. So you can fix stuff with your website. Check it out. It is awesome. You can also see some keywords. So let's have a look. What's District32's keywords that they're ranking for? They may not want it, but they're ranking for these keywords. What's the volume? Some cool information here. You can add your Google search to it as well. Backlinks. So I think we should talk about backlinks and backlink suggestions. And then we are done. All right. So does everybody understand backlinks or link building? Is anybody here that doesn't understand that term? Okay. So the way to build authority with Google, probably the second biggest thing that we know is to get people talking about your website. And if Google sees people talking about your website, they think, hey, everybody's talking about Through Customers' Eyes, Anne's website. We need to increase the rankings there. And then the more they see people talking about Anne's website, the higher it will rank. So what do I mean by that? Let's have a good look. Get that page back. So the best way to go through is have a look at what your competitors are doing. You can post your blogs on forums. So you can say, hey, find a appropriate forum and talk about or respond to somebody's question, put a link to your website in it. Google My Business. You can put in a blog into Google My Business as well, and you can post back to your website. You can write guest posts for other people's websites, link back to your website. You can try and get, the best of lists. There's a lot of best of lists. You can pay for backlinks on other websites. You can connect. Here we've got 30 people and we can say to each other, hey, would you mind putting my content on your website, or would you mind putting a backlink about me? So Google say, hey, everybody's talking about the same website. If we follow it back, it follows back to the same page. Here's an indicator to Google to rank your website up. So here's all the websites that somebody's done, a social media marketing agency for District32. It's dropped off since probably March. The issue with this is Google also looks at the appropriateness of the backlink. And sometimes it says, hey, that backlink is toxic to your website, so we're going to demote you. What does that mean? Let's look at District32, because there are a fair few toxic backlinks here. So it has assumed with a toxicity link of 90 that somebody's put an article on Hacker News and it's posting back to District32 business growth strategies. And that's an appropriate backlink. So Google's doing that, and that's actually giving it a penalty. There's actually a mechanism you can do to disavow links as well. But what I'm trying to teach you in this brief episode is, hey, what's a good backlink? What's a bad backlink? So the more you do that, the better your website is. Just consider where you're putting it. Don't just randomly put it into places. Put it in appropriate places. Okay, we're coming to the end. The journey of SEO. How do you rank a keyword? And how does my whole business operate? Because it's pretty sad. It's rank a keyword. Hey, if I rank it high enough for you, your competitors will notice. Then what they'll do is they'll do a piece of content with all that stuff in it, the keywords that they're looking for, and then Google will say, hey, they're talking about this, rank your competitor up. And then what we'll do is we'll get a keyword drop. We'll do a piece of content on that. Our keywords will go up. And then, let me go backwards again. They'll do their keywords, it'll go down. And therein, the cycle remains. So it's about, once you get popular enough, it's how good your digital marketer it is to keep you up there. But once you're on the first page, it is the best place you can possibly be. And the most rewarding, the most leads, the highest volume of traffic. Yeah, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts when you're on the first page of Google.